It is finally Election Day, and we're only an hour away from some of the first polls to close in Georgia. Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Kim Chapman-Whitfield.
And I'm Josh Rowe. As we wait for some of those first results to come in, we continue to follow the remarkable level of turnout seen in many places this election. This is what lines at the Concord Baptist Church polling location in Chattanooga looked like this morning as the polls first opened up. Election workers were managing the lines well, but you can still see it was pretty packed inside as voters made their way inside.
We heard from one poll worker about what he's seen so far today.
Yeah, so we have to get here at 6:30 and set things up. And by 7:30, 30 minutes before the polls even open, we popped our heads out and the line was down to the corner. It was, I don't know, I'm bad at estimating people, but at least 100 probably. Yeah.
And while polls are obviously very busy today, nationally more than 82 million people had already voted.
News Channel 9's Ray Collado has been digging into the early voting turnout and for counties in our area, and he joins us now with what the trends are now. Hello, Ray.
Josh, Kim, according to election officials, early voting is the new norm, and the data backs them up. The Secretary of State's office says more than 2.2 million early votes were cast in Tennessee. And that's about half of all registered voters in the state.
This gives us an opportunity to spread out the voters over that robust early voting period and then over 12 hours of election day. And we're going to see probably in all likelihood 2/3 of the voters who are going to vote in this election.
According to election data, the Tennessee and Georgia counties in our viewing area are no exception, with nearly 300,000 early votes. That's a 57% increase from 2016. According to Tennessee Secretary of State Trey Hargett, one major contributing factor is election fatigue.
People have figured out, too, that whenever they go ahead and they vote early, that they quit getting the robocalls, they quit getting the text. In some cases, they quit getting the direct mail and the phone calls.
But some voters, like John Paul Morganti, still wait till Election Day and reaped the benefits of those early votes.
Early voting is always a surprise to me. I mean, because like today here at this place, I mean, I was in and out probably in 5-10 minutes, and I get it. I get early voting.
Morganti says, regardless of when you vote, all that matters is that you actually get out there and do it.
Whether you do early, whether you do it on the election day, which has been my habit, it's just important to get out there and let your voice be heard.
Now, according to Secretary of State Hargett, the total number of votes by county can be expected to be in by midnight. However, he says there's typically some stragglers.